G'day, my name's Hannifey and I operate the Truck Right industry vehicle. We're here today to try and do something positive about the use of rest areas. There's been a bit of angst about caravanners and truckies sharing and having issues in those areas. We know that there is a critical shortage of rest areas for all road users, and what we've aimed to do in filming today is to show you how to best utilise them. Now, we're the only group that are required to legally have breaks in rest areas. We don't have the option of going into town to go to a motel or a caravan park, whereas caravanners certainly do that. There are truck-only rest areas, and we would like to think that they're generally left for truckies, but there's a lot of rest areas like this one where anybody is able to use them. But our view is that generally a lot of vanners pull up late in the evening, they look around and they think, geez, look at all this room, there's plenty of room, we'll spread out here. And when they do that, that's fine for them. But about midnight, 10 or 15 B doubles are going to come in and try and get in and have their required 7-hour break. Now, if you've spread the vans out, if you make it tight for us to get in or out, if we get to the point where there's no room for a truck to park there and he's got to go on, he can be liable for up to a $600 fine. And we don't want tired truckies on the road. We don't want tired caravanners on the road either. We are more than happy to share our rest areas with you. But when you look at the footage that we've done here, we've started off in one parking bay, a sort of a big rectangular one. We've deliberately parked the vans in a way that doesn't utilise the best of the space. Then we've changed them around into a way where they're all together. They've left plenty of room for the trucks to come in later at night. One of the most critical things is, of course, people that pull up in car rest areas, they use them during the day. They're valuable for everyone to get out and have that break. But a lot of people don't go into them at night. You would have seen the camper van right out the back of the area there. Another ex-truck driver, when I walked over and said g'day, and he made the comment that people won't go into a car rest area at night because they feel vulnerable, they feel alone. So all of the money that's spent on those car rest areas is underutilised because a lot of the time the trucks aren't allowed in them, can't fit in them, we can't access the toilets or the shade. If you're in a car and you're thinking, geez, I want to pull up, I'm tired, I don't want to go on, a lot of those people will pull into a truck bay because they know the trucks are going to come and go, they know there's going to be someone there at least to keep an eye on them. We've gone now into a second bay. This is a bit more informal, this one. It's got good shade, but again, we've parked the vans in a way. You'll see the footage where the trucks had to weave out amongst those two vans to get out. We've then shifted the vans right out to the outside, to the extremities, one up in the trees, one out of the way. The same as where that camper van was, well off the bitumen area at the start. So if you pull up early, look around, consider that later that night there could be quite a dozen trucks coming in. You get out into Western Queensland, those areas where we have triple road trains, and you've seen on the video trying to weave in and out of just two vehicles. Imagine someone in a triple road train that's 53.5 metres long. He's tired, he's looking for somewhere to go to bed, and he finds all these vehicles higgledy-piggledy in a bay, and he's lucky to get through, let alone pull up and go to bed. Now, when we turn up, we're often going to have perhaps over an hour, perhaps it's 7-hour break. You won't know that, but we do need those sites. We do need the capacity to get in and have a decent rest, and we do want the authorities to understand those needs, not just for truckies, but for caravanners as well. If you pull up early, park out of the way, park to the edge, park well off if you can, if there's capacity to do that. And remember that some tired truckies are going to turn up later that night and need to have decent sleep. There are designated truck-only areas, and they should only be for trucks, but a general rest area is open to everybody. If you turn up there and you don't consider other users, do you really want a tired caravaner or a tired truckie on the road? None of us want that, surely. So what we're asking you to do, have a quick look at this. We're doing it in a positive vent. We want you to consider other people's needs as well. And if you turn up, make sure you use the most of the area. We want to show that we can share the rest areas we have. We all agree that we don't have enough. There was a study done a few years ago not one of our major highways meets the minimum standards for rest areas. There's more vanners on the road, there's more truckies on the road, and we certainly want the government to do more. But if we can better utilise the ones we have, if we have less tired drivers, whatever they're in on the road, then surely that's a road safety benefit for all. We'd welcome your feedback and your comments. We would welcome support from industry associations to push for the need for more rest areas for all, and we'd like to think that we can do that and improve safety for everybody out on the road. Till next time, safe travelling.